Hi, and welcome to my show, Good Vibrations. My name is Phyllis. I go under the name of Lady Phyllis. My kids picked it for me. Um, Many of you know that I write books, so I have a different name for books, and I have my professional name. But in any case, mediums. I've gone to them for over 30 years. I love mediums. I've been to hundreds of mediums. Some of the most famous mediums on television, I managed to get appointments with them because I love speaking to my relatives on the other side. Each time I lose a relative, I felt compelled to go. So, how do I pick a medium? How do I pick a medium? You know, word of mouth is really important. So we have a page in Google Documents, my kids and I. And when I say my kids, they're adult children because they go to mediums too. And in this Google document, we share all the mediums we've gone to and we rate them, loved them, hated them, got evidential mediumship information, didn't give enough. And we have a record of when we went. In fact, every time we go, we do record our sessions with mediums. And then my son he types them out so that when we want to look up something like something that a medium might have said, all we have to do is go into Google Doc, type in what we want to know, and that document comes up. So, I have hundreds of tapes from all the different times we've gone to different mediums, and I would get something that maybe didn't resonate, but later on, it does when you think about it. I have a joke that I tell my sitters very often. I'll give a name and they'll say they don't know who that is. And I'll go, don't worry, 2 o'clock in the morning, you're going to remember your Uncle Sid. So that's also what happens. People go to a medium and they want to hear from a specific person or they want a specific message and they don't really want to hear from other people, but you get the message you're supposed to get. So, how else do I pick a medium? I look them up. I do. I look up, see if what people say on the web, if they have good ratings or bad ratings, if they follow through and stick by their appointments, if they, if they cancel, if they refund, whatever it is. But I look them up. We do a little bit of investigations. So word of mouth and then we look them up on Facebook and on the web and see what people are saying. Well, we have a first caller. So it's Rosalind from Richmond, Virginia. Hello, Rosalind.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good. Have you ever been to
Are
a
you
medium?
a meeting?
To a medium. Have you ever been to a medium?
I have.
Yeah. And what'd you think?
I think it's a great gift, but
Okay. Well, yeah, go ahead.
I'm listening. I'm listening.
Yeah, I never think that mediumship's a gift. I think we all have I think it's an ability. And I think we all have an ability. Do you ever get the chills, Rosalind? Do you ever get the chills up the back of your neck sometimes?
Um, I know I feel weird sometimes, yes, or like probably think I see something or heard something, but I really am kind of nervous about tapping into that type of thing myself.
Yeah, well, that's what it is. The first thing you do is you deny that you're feeling these things, but that's your body reacting. Even if your mind can't accept it, your body is reacting. So, Rosalind, I don't know if you've seen my show before, but I have a book that I wrote, and I asked my sitters to pick a page 1 to 366. And I'm going to read what's on that page, and let's see if it's a message for you from the other side. Okay, so pick any
Okay,
page number. Yeah,
35.
35. Okay. 35. Okay. So I want to ask you if you have a female on the other side, like a mother or a grandmother.
I do.
Is it
Grandmother.
your grandmother? Did your grandmother bring you up? Was she important in your life?
Mm, that's my mom, but my mom's mom, but I didn't really spend too much time. My dad's mom was kind of mean, but I know she kind of cared about us, but she was pretty mean.
So your dad's mom, you saw your dad's mom more than your mom's mom, correct?
Right? Yes, ma'am.
And your dad's mom is the one who's on the other side.
Both.
Both. She was good. I think I'm with your dad's mom. Was she tough? Was she a tough lady?
Yeah, she was.
Did she hold the bar really high of what her expectation of you was?
I don't think she had any expectations. I just think that she was just rough.
It was rough.
She probably was
Well,
just. Mhm.
yeah, go ahead. She was probably what?
I, she probably was just didn't want to have to raise more kids, and and was older and had health issues, so it was probably overwhelming for her.
Well, the page 35 says, "If the shoes are uncomfortable, I will change them." And what does that mean? If the shoes are uncomfortable, I'll change them. What your grandmother is saying to you is if you're in a tough situation, fix it. Don't sit. Did you ever wear shoes that pinch your toes? Did you ever wear a pair of shoes that were really making your feet feel very uncomfortable?
Mhm.
And what's the solution? To get out of them, right? And put on a pair of tennis shoes,
Mhm.
correct? Or walk barefoot, even better, right? Put on those fuzzy slippers. So what she's saying is if you're finding yourself in a situation with another person, maybe a mate or a job, and you're not happy, she says you have to take action. Do you understand that?
Yes, I do.
Are you going through anything right now with someone where
Mm.
you're yeah, go ahead.
Yes. Mhm. I mean,
A mate, yeah, I had a feeling. And it's a he? It's your mate is a fella?
yes, ma'am.
And is he not holding up his end of the bargain? Is he not helping to support you and your kids?
No, he's not doing anything.
He's not doing anything, right? He's kinda shirking
Mhm.
responsibility? She says, "You know
That's
what to
right.
do. You know what to do. Your first obligation is to your children, to your family, to your home." And, if he's not holding up his end of the bargain, grandma says, "You know what you have to do." Is there an H name around your grandmother, like Hannah, Hetty, Hallie, Henrietta?
Maddie.
Say it again.
Maddie. Mattie.
M-A-T-T instead of Hattie, it's Maddie, right, okay. And,
Mhm.
is there also a uniform? Is there someone who wore a uniform, either police, fire, or a veteran around your dad?
Mm. I maybe a
Is
nurse uniform. I'm not sure. Miss his sister.
his sister, and is his sister here, or is she on the other side?
She's on the other side.
She's on the other side. What did she pass from the chest area?
She had cancer, and I
Yeah,
don't even know what kind of
breast
cancer she had.
it feels like well, what I'm picking up is in the chest area, the lung or breast cancer.
My
And
grandma
she
had breast cancer though.
say it again, babe?
My grandma had breast cancer though.
Your
She had get breast
grandmother.
cancer. I don't know. Mhm.
Okay, so grandma Maddie had breast cancer, correct?
Mm.
Okay,
That's right. Mhm.
okay. So so this is a way to validate that this is them, correct?
Mhm. Yes, ma'am.
Did your grandmother, did she live in a rural atmosphere, like a farm or like out of the city?
Well, I won't say so much out of the city, but it's in the city, but it's more of a rural yeah, like
I,
apple tree. Yeah, it was like a country kind of area.
I'm picturing because she's showing me country. I don't know if there's a country house that you all went to, but she wants you to go back to your roots. Do you understand that?
Mhm.
She says there's strength. You have the strength of your ancestors in your blood, and she wants you to be
Mm.
strong. And she says you know what to do. You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
And she says get your
Mm.
priorities right. Get your ducks in a row. Get your priorities in place. Okay.
Yes.
So
Mm.
I want to ask, do you have a contemporary male that passed, like a brother or a cousin? Contemporary would be somebody who would be, like, in your age group?
I would tell you what. I have my sister that passed away, and
Your
she was
sis
2 years older than me. I also
okay.
have a brother, but I didn't know him much, and he was way older. But my
Yeah,
sisters mostly.
okay, but your brother passed, correct? Because I have a male who's here
Yeah.
who didn't know him. Is
Yes, he
there an
did.
R name around him, like Richard or Rod or
His name
Ray?
is Robert.
Okay, yeah, so
Robert.
he's definitely coming through. And, did he have a different dad?
He had the same dad.
He had the same dad, but, you didn't
Mhm.
get to know him, correct? You were like the baby of the family?
Yeah, something like that. Mhm.
Yeah. Yeah, well, he wants you to know that he watches out for you. Does he have children?
Oh. No, I don't think no, he don't have any kids.
He doesn't have any kids? Do you have 2 children?
Mm-mm.
They're talking about 2 children. Who has 2 kids?
Imma tell you, I have 3 kids. One of them is 13, I just recently had twins. So
Oh,
maybe
you
that's the
had
2
twins.
children.
So okay, so he's showing me 2. So he's acknowledging
Mm.
you twins. Okay, did you name
Mm.
one of the kids after your sister? Did you take your sister's name and somehow incorporate it into one of the kids' names?
No. It do start with a
Who
C, though.
so her name started with a C and your one of your twins starts with a C, correct?
Both start with a C. Mhm.
Yeah, okay, and your sister's name started with C, correct?
Mhm. Yes,
Yeah, because
ma'am.
she said talk about the names, that there's a similarity or, I assumed you used one of the names. So, I also hear Crystal, so I don't know if Crystal,
Oh
I
my
don't know,
god.
is
Yeah,
that
that's
her
my
name?
sister's name. My sister's name is Crystal, yes, and my, baby's name is Chance and Chosen.
Oh, that's so pretty. Yeah. So,
Yeah,
so are they boys? These 2 little guys
they
are boys?
are.
Yeah, and
Mhm.
she says they're how old are they?
They 10 months.
Yeah. She says they're gorgeous and they're adorable, and she says, "You're a
Mm.
good mama." She's really proud of you.
Aw.
Did she have
Mm.
very long nails? Did she have very long who has long nails? Who wears the very long nails?
Mm. Um, maybe I say maybe, but not, like, all the time. Or maybe my grandmother.
Alright, well, I see red nails, so I don't know why that's significant, but that's what she's showing me. As a medium, I always share whatever I see, hear, or feel. But know that they're around
Mhm.
you and that they support you and they want you to do the right thing by your children.
Mm.
Your kids are the most important people here. Okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Well, it was nice meeting with you, and I'm
Oh,
sorry for your losses.
I really appreciate you. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Okay, we're ready for the next caller. Jade in Alberta, Canada.
Hello.
Hi, Jade. How are you?
I'm wonderful. How are you?
I'm great. I'm great. It's a beautiful day here in New York. So, Jade, I don't know how much you know about the show, but I wrote a book called 366 Affirmations and Inspirations to Live By. And I asked my sitters to pick a page number 1 to 366. And I'm going to read what's on that page. And let's see if it's a message to you from your loved ones on the other side.
One, two, three.
1, 2, 3. Oh my God, I love that number combination. I'm always looking for that, and I know my husband's around when I see 1, 2, 3, 4. So when you said that, I'll take it as a message from
I
my husband. Oh, ding,
I
ding, ding.
receive
Yeah, go
I
ahead.
receive a lot of I receive a lot of angel numbers, so
Do.
that's one that they
If
just gave me.
if you can see the screen, you've got 2. So I always tell my people when they get 2 on 1 page, it's a good day to go buy a lottery ticket. Do you have lottery tickets up in Canada?
We do.
Okay, so you know what time it is. The very first time I used the book with a client, I told him buy a lottery ticket because he had 2 numbers on the page, and he did, and he won $75. He was over the moon. So that's why I always say that. All right. When I got on with you, I felt a male behind you, which would indicate to me a father or an uncle, a father-in-law, or a grandfather. I mean, that's a lot of people to pick, but it felt more like in that father area. So is your dad on the other side?
Yeah, I have one of at least well, yes.
Yeah.
I have
Yeah, but I
uncles,
didn't
I have my father.
it's weird
Uh
because what I'm picturing, I see spirit. When I don't actually see it, but you see it in your mind's eye. If they're behind you, it's parents and grandparents. If it's to the side of you, it's a contemporary, right? Could be, God forbid, a
yep,
spouse, a sibling, whatever. And then if they're in front of
yep.
you, it's a child. With you right away, as soon as you got on, I felt like a crowd behind you, and I wasn't sure if it was dad, uncles, father-in-law, but there's like a group of men behind you. So
That
any
doesn't surprise me.
okay, well then you know that you've got a team watching out for you. So this page says, "I will not doubt myself or my integrity." And what I feel is that they're lining up behind you, and it's almost like they're telling you, "Stop doubting whether you're right." Do you understand? That you're constantly being tested or questioned about your integrity, and it's in the right place, and you got to kind of tell people to back off, that you know what you said and you meant what you said. Do you understand?
Yep.
Does that make sense to you? Does it resonate?
One 100%.
Good. Good. I feel like there's someone in your
I'm
life who's making you question your integrity, or um question your belief system. Does that make sense?
um question what I know to be true about our bloodline. They try to question me, or
Okay.
they try to convince me what I know to be true. All of those all of those male figures that you're feeling,
Hmm.
um, paternal bloodline,
Hmm.
on my mother's side, as well as my father and his paternal bloodline, um, poison bloodlines, lots of things that I've been healing and shining light upon it all. And of course, everybody just wants me to back off and not shine light because it's better to keep it all hidden in the shadows.
Well,
But
your
now it's
father's
affecting my children,
right.
and I just got to make it stop.
Well, your
Enough is
father's
enough.
saying, don't doubt yourself. You're right about whatever it is. Don't doubt yourself or your integrity. So I think that had he been, maybe when he was here, he gave you a hard time. He questioned it. He didn't support you. But from his lens of
Um,
where he is now, he's giving you 100% of his support. Do you understand?
Absolutely, yep.
Okay,
Yes.
underneath the message says, "I realize that I don't have to be perfect. All I have to do is show up, enjoy the messy, imperfect, and beautiful journey of my life." And that's by Kerry Washington. I'm going to read that again because I want you to hear it. "I realize that I don't have to be perfect. All I have to do is show up and enjoy the messy, imperfect, and beautiful journey of my life." In other words, stop worrying about always being right. Stop worrying about stop worrying about everything having to be perfect. It's fine. And in its imperfection, it's perfect. You understand?
I'm learning that.
Yeah, you're driving
I'm
yourself
learning
too
that.
hard. You have to kind of let it go, and you also don't have to convince other people that they have to agree with you. So is your mom alive? Your mom is here?
No, my
She's
mom's been
on the other
over
side?
30, almost 30 years now. Yeah.
Who is the woman that is making you feel defensive?
Um, could be one of two people.
Mhm.
I'm going to probably say my oldest daughter.
Mhm.
She suffered a lot of the same trauma and abuse that I experienced and that other female generations have experienced. Um, she knows what I'm doing now, and it's affecting her, and she's fighting it. And yeah, so I am very defensive, and it's not. Um, I put up a defense because sometimes impulse takes over, and I
Yeah,
get
well,
the brunt of all of her pain and anger because she
mhm,
knows that I'm unconditional, and I'm the only unconditional she has.
mhm.
So yeah,
So, you know that you're always gonna be unconditional, right? That's how we are with our kids, right?
absolutely,
Right. So
absolutely.
if you know
Not
that
all of us.
right. So
Some of us aren't that way.
stop feeling the pain from it, because that's your happy place, to be there for your children. So stop taking on the pain of it, and know that whatever kind of journey you're going through it together with her. She picked you when she was on the other side, she picked you as a parent. because she knew that she was going to have challenges in this life. And she picked you as her partner to go through it. So just take a breath and know whatever you're going through, it's going to come to a conclusion. At some point, you're going to get through it. And either she's going to have the realization and she'll be with you, or she's not ready yet to get that. But like the quote says, it's not perfect. And stop waiting for it to be perfect. Take it as it is. And just know, don't doubt your integrity, that you're doing the right thing. You know what you're doing. You're not doing things to hurt your child. You're doing things to help your child.
Absolutely. And I won't stop. I told her I won't stop.
Okay. Okay.
And I know she's struggling right now because of all the stuff that I'm uncovering and I'm releasing from our bloodline. It's obviously,
Mhm.
I mean, it goes how many generations back, and it's to the point where my daughter has no choice but to release it, but she fights it because she's 21 years old, and since she was 8 years old, she's been in this state, so that's all she knows. So the unknown scares her, but I keep
Of
trying to tell
course.
her it's going to be so much better
Mhm.
than what you're trying to keep yourself in. Just let it happen, and it will be easier. Let me
Yeah,
do the work so you don't have to.
that's right. Well, it's about trust. So you're probably building up a really great part of your relationship right now. In other words, you're building trust and she's learning. She's learning because you're not hiding from her, you're exposing it. Do you believe in angelic help? Do you believe in the angels helping?
Okay, I should. I'm actually a spiritual medium,
Mhm.
an intuitive medium, and I'm a direct channel for spirit, which means there are times when I'm out wherever and giving messages. Um, it's that spirit channeling through me. I know there's a difference between the intuitive and me getting the feelings but I know when another spirit enters me, it's like,
Mhm.
okay, this ain't me because I pick up their mannerisms and everything.
Mhm.
So, do I
Well,
believe in them? Very much so.
there's a great
My
book by
daughter,
yeah, go ahead.
um, um, uh, very gifted, um, and she fights it. And of course, when we fight it, then it starts to affect us physically. Um, but she'll come around. She
Well,
just
I
needs a
would
little bit of time, she says, to be normal.
right.
So,
I would suggest you look into the book by Damon Brand, The 72 Angels of Magic. It's a great book. And
okay,
maybe if you buy her the book and tell her to take what she sees as a burden and to give it to the angels to carry it for her, that maybe if she feels she can lean into the angels, that book was very helpful to both my sons and I during the pandemic. So it's the 72
okay,
Angels of Magic, Magick, by Damon Brand. And maybe if she
okay.
takes a look at this book and she feels she can hand over the stress that she feels she's going through or the strife that she's going through, maybe that will help alleviate some of the tension between the two of you. But I want to wish you the
See,
best of luck with it. Yeah,
thank you.
you're welcome.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Well, thank you for calling in. I hope you enjoyed my show, Good Vibrations. I wish you good vibrations the rest of the week. And it's all about contacting spirit is about raising your vibration. So take 5 minutes a day and just concentrate on your chakras, align them, look it up. It's easy enough to look up on the web. What are chakras? What are the main energy centers? And more about that next week. But the thing is, align those chakras. Let ground yourself to the earth and see what kind of messages you get. See, it's not your imagination. And like I said, there are gifted mediums, but we're all kind of have the ability to contact spirit, to read the messages, the signs, the symbols that are coming through. And hopefully, you'll begin to realize that you've been getting messages all along. I want to thank you for calling in. Have a great week. And I want to leave those people. I went to mediums because I was grieving. And I want to leave with a quote by Vicki Harrison. Grief is like an ocean, ebbing and flowing. Sometimes the water is calm, and sometimes it's overwhelming. All we can do is learn to swim. And that's what mediumship was to me. I learned how to swim in the sea of grief. Have a good week, everybody, and see you soon.